I'm standing in front of the Dallas County Courthouse here in Adel, Iowa. It was built in 1858 and it's on the National Register of Historic Places. Adel is also home to Adel De Sota High School and a local FFA chapter that's looking to make some history of their own today. They have 107 members, and today 2 of the kids are going to have a chance to win a bunch of cash for all of them. Come on, let's go. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
This is a big chapter.
Yeah, not even everybody.
Awesome. Who's playing? You two?
Yeah.
All right, nice. What's your name, man?
John
Hope. Nice to meet you, buddy.
I'm Celia Kriples.
Celia?
Yep, Celia.
All right, John and Celia. All right, you guys ready to play?
Yeah.
Ready to win some money for this whole crew?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Let's get in. Welcome to Money Grab in the Cab, you guys.
Ooh. Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, so round 1 is just you guys. No shout outs, no help. So
Okay.
you got to answer them on your own. You guys can discuss stuff back and forth.
Yep.
And whatever you win, you guys keep. And then you might want to hold on to it because it could come into play later on in the second round when we've got a farmer in here.
Sounds good.
All right, cool. You guys ready to start?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Dolly Parton is the godmother of this famous pop artist, known for songs like Wrecking Ball, Flowers, and Party in the USA.
Katy Perry.
No.
No.
Miley Cyrus.
Oh yeah, Miley Cyrus.
Yes, Miley Cyrus is right.
You're gonna talk it out here.
I might have guessed Katy Perry.
Well, I
don't know any of
I
those
was
songs.
thinking Wrecking Ball, and that brought Katy Perry.
Katy Perry.
But
All right. Very
Right,
fair.
isn't that her song?
No, that's Miley Cyrus's.
it
Oh.
is. I could have sworn
It's
it
not
was
the like
Katy Perry.
Hannah Montana one. It's like when she, after she left. That's like that was
okay,
like her
okay.
like.
All right, so that's what threw me off.
Yeah.
All right,
No, that's
good
fine.
save.
We're good,
Good
we're
save.
All right,
We're
good
good.
save.
We're good.
You're on the board. You got 20 bucks.
All right.
Alrighty.
Let's see if you can double it. What type of animal is Abu in the Disney movie Aladdin?
I think it's a monkey because he has the hat, a boot. It's like it's in Aladdin.
Aladdin.
He
Yeah, I
rides
think.
a monkey.
Yes, monkey is right.
Sweet.
I love your
We're 2 for 3. We're 2
rationality.
for
Like,
3.
I think it's a monkey because he has a hat.
Well, I don't know. I can like
It worked.
picture him. All right,
Yeah,
there
good
we go.
job.
There we go.
Well done, you guys. That's 2 in a row. Here's a shot at 20 more. This bad guy made history when she became the youngest winner of the Grammys' 4 main categories in 2020. She's a bad guy.
Oh, it's Billie Eilish. The song "Bad Guy."
Oh yeah,
You got it? Okay. Are you good at that?
Yeah.
Billie Eilish.
Yes, Billie Eilish is right. Good for another 20 bucks.
I went probably 5 minutes. Okay.
Here's a shot at 20 more. Answer gingerly. Only 2% of the world's population has this particular hair color.
Redhead.
Yeah.
Red
Ginger.
hair. Yeah,
Like ginger hair.
Yeah, ginger hair.
Ginger hair, red
Ginger
hair.
hair, red hair.
Yes, red hair is right. Ginger. I don't know if ginger is an appropriate term.
Yeah.
I think it's offensive. I don't know.
All right, red hair. Our bad. Red
All right,
hair.
red hair.
No, we
red
said
hair.
we put gingerly in the clue.
right.
so
Oh, okay.
Okay.
If there was a redhead here, they'd be like, hey, you can't say that. All right, well done. You're up to 80 bucks. Let's see if you can make it 100. New York City has a delicious nickname. What is it?
The Big Apple. Like red delicious apple.
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
apple.
the Big Apple. The Big Apple.
The Big Apple.
Yes, the Big Apple is right.
There we go.
Delicious.
We're on a roll.
Under
We're on a
rocks,
roll.
One strike.
The big delicious apple of New York City.
Miss Geller's gonna be so
She's
proud
gonna be so
of
proud
us.
of us.
All right, you guys are on a roll. Let's see if you can keep it going. What movie franchise is famous for May the Force Be With You?
Star Wars, right? May the
Movie
Force.
franchise. Yeah, but May the Force would be Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Yeah, and there's
Alright.
multiple movies. Yeah.
Star Wars.
Star Wars is right. Good for another
yeah.
20 bucks. May the 4th be with you.
There it is.
Yeah.
That says it
May the
again.
Force.
It's a new holiday. It's coming up.
Yep.
I like it.
Yeah, I do too. Star Wars. Those nutty Star Wars. Okay, during the holiday season, Coca-Cola uses Santa and what large white predator in most of its
polar bear.
advertising?
Polar bear.
Yeah, I think it's
Polar bear.
Polar bear.
Yes, polar bear is right.
He got me nervous there for a minute.
Pregnant
pause.
pause. I know.
The pause
God,
got
we
me
got it.
I was a
scared.
little nervous.
This SNL comedian has dated Ariana Grande, Kate Beckinsale, Kim Kardashian, and Kaya Gerber, among others in recent memory.
I'm trying to think through Kim Kardashian's boyfriends. was like Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Did they Ariana Grande?
I think so.
I'm gonna go with that. I don't know.
5 seconds.
Pete Davidson.
Yeah, Pete.
Yes, Pete Davidson is right.
Wild guess. That was sweet.
Well done.
I want the $20 back.
All right, that 20 is yours. All right, here we go. Who sings the TikTok famous song "Say So"?
Oh shoot! I don't even know how that song goes.
Is it Cardi B?
Is it?
TikTok
I don't think
famous
so.
song
TikTok famous
"Say So." 5 seconds.
Oh, I think it's Doja Cat.
Say it.
Doja Cat.
Yes, Doja Cat is right. Is that a person or a cat?
I have no clue, honestly.
Doja Cat.
I
think it's a person.
I don't watch a lot of TikTok, and when I do, it's on like the truck and hunting side. So.
Right. I'm watching guys like pour concrete,
Yep.
build
Yeah,
stairways.
stuff like that. Yeah.
I enjoy those. Don't know who Doja Cat is, but you're doing a hell of a job.
There we go.
All right, here we go. Felix Felicis is a potion that bestows good fortune in the Harry Potter books and movies. What is its common name?
I didn't
A
read
wizard?
Harry Potter as a kid. You know?
Wouldn't it be like wizard or magician? Or
What is the more common name of that potion in the Harry Potter books
Oh,
and movies?
Oh, I
potion.
don't
Of the potion, 5 seconds.
I didn't read Harry Potter.
Nope.
I read them.
We have no idea.
I didn't read Potter.
Time ran out.
Shoot.
Liquid Luck. Liquid Luck was the
Oh.
answer.
Darn.
Never would have got that.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
All right, that's all right. Shake it off. That's 2 strikes, though. One more, and it's
Yeah.
all over.
Oh no.
Shoot.
Okay, here we go. Here's your next shot at $20. What type of fish is Nemo?
You're the fish person here. I don't know.
He's not a goldfish.
No. It's orange, white, and orange, and then there's like these little black stripes.
What? Oh shoot. Nemo
5
fish.
seconds.
I just always called him a Nemo fish.
Is it?
I'll give you a hint.
Clown. Oh,
clownfish.
Clownfish is right.
We kept her alive. We kept her alive.
Okay.
The Hong Kong. Woo.
I was a little nervous there.
All right, here we go. This billionaire sent an electric shock through the internet when he made a $44 billion offer to buy Twitter.
Elon Musk.
Yeah,
Elon Musk.
Musk is
There we
right.
go.
That is something I do know is my Twitter. And
The muskrat.
I'm not a Twitter person, so I didn't know that.
Now I have to pay $8 a month for my verified check mark.
That does not make any sense.
And I haven't actually had to pay yet, so
I think I should have paid for that.
no, I agree.
So Mrs. Geller had brought up this idea of doing money grab in the cab, but I didn't really know if it was gonna happen. And one day she randomly, out of the blue, decided that officers were gonna take retiring officer photos.
And then she broke the news to us that Ben Bailey was going to be here in about an hour, and we were going to get to earn some money for our FFA chapter.
My favorite part of being on Money Grab in the Cab was when John and I continued to have a hot streak. We just kept answering questions and we didn't get any wrong. That was pretty exciting, but there was a lot of adrenaline of like, oh, what if we get it wrong? We're not gonna be able to keep going.
I've always been a huge fan of Ben Bailey and Cash Cab, so I'm super excited to be able to meet him and have our students get to interact with him too.
Ms. Geller is a wonderful teacher. She's the kindest person you'll ever meet, and I don't think she could ever hurt a fly. I don't think I've ever seen her even kill a fly. No matter who you are, whether you live on a farm or you don't, she's gonna find a place for you in the FFA.
She's made it really fun, made me try new things, even though maybe I didn't want to.
I was involved in FFA through my uncles. I grew up with them being involved in FFA, and from the first time that I walked down to the ag room, I knew that's where I wanted to be and that's what I belonged in.
FFA is so important to developing our future leaders in agriculture. FFA is a leadership organization. It positively develops their leadership skills.
I've learned a lot through FFA. Ms. Gettler likes to say it's more than cows, sows, and plows. I think the biggest thing I've learned is public speaking and interviewing. I've been able to interview for multiple different jobs, and I really go in feeling confident and well-rounded. Mrs. Gettler has really taught me how to present myself, and I wouldn't have been able to do that without FFA.
Our kids are dedicated, they're hardworking, they're great communicators, they are willing to try every new challenge that we throw at them. We are always looking to add new activities, to establish new relationships, to try new contests, to try new things.
Playing trivia with Ben went really well. I knew a lot of the trivia questions, and the ones that I didn't, Celia was able to back me up on.
It was great. It was a lot of fun. There were definitely some tricky questions that between John and I and Rod, we were able to get it and we were able to do it well.
We have a friend named Rod Collins. Rod has been a huge supporter of our FFA chapter in lots of different ways. He helps us harvest our crop plot every year.
It was super exciting to hear that he was going to be able to come help us. I didn't know how much of a trivia guy he was, but when he got in the car and started rambling off answers, it really gave us a sort of comfort to know that we had someone good in the cab with us.
Well, so I think we're going to surprise a farmer. We're going to roll up on an unsuspecting farmer.
Oh, there he comes. Oh, dear.
He's like, what the heck?
Hey, Rod.
Hi, Rod. You want to try to help us answer some trivia questions for FFA? We won $260 so far.
Yeah, we need more though.
Hey, man.
So we need your help.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Good, I'm Ben.
Hi, Ben.
Nice to meet you.
You too?
Is this your place?
I guess so.
You're not sure? Every farmer I've said that to, they kind of look around like, I don't know, is it? I think it is. They're in the FFA chapter, and they're playing a little game with me called Money Grab in the Cab, raising money. You want to play?
I guess so.
Well, you don't really have a choice. We're going to make you get in there and play with us. What do you think?
All right.
All right, cool, let's do it.
You're in the middle, I guess.
All right, so here we go, guys. I'm going to ask you questions. You get 2 hints per round. If you get 3 wrong, that's 3 strikes, which would mean that you're out, except at that point, you can pay me $40 and clear the board of strikes, and then you have 3 more. All right, that's pretty much it. Are you guys ready to play?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. What country shares the U.S.'s southern border?
Mexico.
Sorry, Mexico.
Yes, Mexico is right. And you're on the board with 25 marks. All right, here we go. Which state grows 1/3 of all the potatoes grown in the U.S.?
1/3.
Would it be like Idaho?
Yeah, would it be one of them? Idaho, Utah?
I would guess so.
Idaho.
Idaho.
Yes, Idaho is right. Good for another 25, and you're up to 50 bucks. Here's a shot at 25 more. What famous unsinkable ship sank in 1912?
Titanic.
Titanic.
That's the one, and the band played on. All right, we're moving up to the 50s. Perfect so far, guys.
There we go.
What is the leader of a beehive called?
Yeah. Queen bee.
The queen bee is right. Good for 50 bucks.
Hey, wait to add.
Yeah, thank you.
The queen, we would have accepted just the queen
All right.
too. But. All right, here we go. Here's a shot at $50 more. Where is the Globetrotters basketball team from?
They're called the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah.
So is that what it is?
Yeah.
Harlem?
Harlem is right. Good for another 50
All
bucks.
right, there you go.
You ever see them?
Context clues.
I saw them
Yeah, I've
a
seen
month
them.
ago.
Pretty amazing, right?
Yeah, they were.
I've seen them a
they were in
couple
Des
years
Moines.
ago.
Yeah, they're
cool.
incredible stuff they do. All right, still perfect. Here's a shot at another 50 bucks. In 10-pin bowling, this is a perfect score.
300.
Yes, 300 is right.
I don't know the question was.
You were all over that one. All right, we're gonna move up to the $100 questions. We're gonna do a visual clue first. What was the name of this superstar's British rock band?
I don't know.
Isn't that Queen?
I don't know. I guess we can go.
We'll roll with
Yeah,
it. Queen.
That's Freddie Mercury, and the band is Queen. That's right.
Thank you. There you go.
Well done, well done. Which U.S. state produces the most cotton?
I would guess Texas. But,
Somewhere in the south, probably.
Texas.
Yes, Texas is right.
There you
Good for another $100. Well
Rod's on
done.
fire.
Yeah.
7.6 million. 7.6 million bales per year.
Holy cow.
That's a lot of cotton. It's a lot of shirts and socks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it is.
All right, here we go. Next question for 100 more. What is the only continent on Earth that doesn't have any bees?
Wouldn't it be Antarctica?
That would be my guess.
All right, Antarctica.
Antarctica's right.
That
No
didn't come in
bees
my
down
head.
there. Too cold. It's too cold for bees. Here's a shot at 100 more. A single acre of what common U.S. crop can be used to create as many as 80,000 crayons? What crop?
Soybeans.
Yes, soybeans is right.
I didn't know the answer made of that. So
Is
perfect.
that why it's okay if you eat them?
I wonder.
Maybe. Never thought about it like
To eat 'em,
that.
but kids eat them, and they're okay. There's always one kid that ate the crayons. Taylor Swift's lucky number often doesn't appear in elevators. What number is it?
I guess 13.
Yeah, I
Yep.
was gonna say 13.
13.
13's unlucky.
13 is right.
All right, there we go.
Her lucky number is unlucky for most.
They don't have it in any Vegas hotel.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
There's no number 13.
Yep.
Anyway.
Which is interesting
Yeah,
because there's still a 13th floor.
yeah, but there's no room number 13 on any
Can't skip over it,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they just call it 14.
Right.
I guess.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Superstition like built right into
Yeah,
the.
right?
Yeah.
Vegas.
All right, we'll move to the $200 questions now. Which popular NBC sitcom focused on the antics of a group of oddballs working at a Pennsylvania-based paper supplier?
The Office.
Yes, The Office is right.
Glad you knew that.
I've watched it like 8 times, I think. I watched the series 8 times.
Wow, you
Yeah.
are a super fan
Yeah.
of The Office.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Who's your favorite Office character?
My favorite character is probably Dwight. He's funny.
And do you have a favorite quote?
I wish I could know the good old days before I already left them. Or Dwight's Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. That's a good quote too.
Nice.
I like
Well
that one.
done. You were all over that. You knew the answer to that and much more.
Yes.
All
I'm
right.
a super fan.
Well done. Here's a shot at $200 more, you guys. You can get a dilly bar or a blizzard at this fast food chain.
Dairy Queen.
Boom! Dairy
There
Queen
we
is
go.
right. That's good for $200. Here's a shot at $200 more. Which filmmaker directed Jaws, Jurassic Park, and Schindler's List?
I'm not good at these.
I don't know.
Steven Spielberg.
That sounds right. Roll with it.
Steven Spielberg.
Yes,
Steven.
All right, well done. True or false? 1 pound of corn is equivalent to 1,300 kernels. Approximately.
He's running the math.
Yeah, he's doing math in his head.
I'm not as young as I used to be.
Time's gonna run out. Say something quick.
False.
Oh no! Strike one. That's true.
That's all right.
That's all right.
That's a lot of kernels of corn
Yeah, that is.
for 1 pound. All right, no big deal.
Right.
It's just 1 strike.
We're good.
2 more of those and you're out. This character from the popular Pixar movie Toy Story is voiced by Tim Allen and has the catchphrase, "To infinity and beyond."
Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear is right. You guys are all over that one. Did you know that one, Rod?
I did not.
No?
No Toy Story fan?
That's
I'm
a
not
fun
either.
movie. All right, we're moving up to the $300 questions. This country female solo act is the only one to have a #1 hit in 4 straight decades and star in a hit sitcom that shared her name.
Reba.
Reba's right.
Yeah, there we go.
Reba McEntire. Well done. Up to 1825. Let's keep them coming.
All right.
Which coffee house did the Friends characters hang out at to catch a caffeine buzz?
Central Perk.
Yeah.
Yes, Central Park is right.
That's my
I
second
knew it
favorite
was
show.
Central. I knew it was Central something, but I didn't know what the last part was.
How many
Yeah.
times have you watched that whole series?
Once. I only
Just
did
once?
Yeah.
All right, well, you
it's
still
hard to
have
find
time.
on this season.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
They're like all over the place.
Yeah, they're all of it, yeah. No one like streams it.
All right, we're gonna do another visual clue. This memorial is located at Pearl Harbor in Honolulu, Hawaii. What is the name of the ship that it is commemorating?
I think the USS Arizona.
I think so.
Yeah, that sounds right.
You got it?
What's the answer?
USS Arizona.
Yes, that's right. Nice one, Rod. Well done. The kids were stumped on that one.
Yeah.
They needed you
We're
on
lucky
that.
Rod's in here. I don't think we
Yeah.
get that far.
All right, here we go. 24-25. Let's see if we can make it 27-25. Made popular by the red-headed Shaun White, this winter sport uses terms like stale fish and mule kick to describe its tricks. winter sport popularized by Shaun White?
Oh yeah, snowboarding.
Snowboarding is right. Well done. All right, so you guys racked up $2,725. Well done. Way to go.
Okay.
That's not bad, right?
Yeah, thank you, Ron. We started at 260.
Yeah, well, add that on. I mean, you guys get to keep that. But
Okay.
I saw you got a big semi on the property. Is that yours?
Yes, yeah.
How hard is it to drive one of those?
It's not too bad.
You willing to let me drive one of your semi rigs?
Yeah.
Let's do it, man. Is this the one that's automatic?
It is not.
Well, this might be interesting. Should I do that? Woohoo! I don't want to throw you off of your own truck. Woohoo! Look at me driving a truck, man. I stalled her out. Come on, man, get in gear, boy. Yes! All in a day's work. Thanks so much, Rod.
Oh, thank you.
Great meeting you, man.
You too.
Thanks for playing. Thanks for letting me drive your big rig.
You bet.
Let's head back to the school and give away some more money. Thanks a lot, you guys. We'll see you over there.
Hi.
How's it going?
Okay, girls
great.
check team
How
isn't
are
up there.
We are great too. They did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
With the help of Rod Collins, local farmer who was thrown in there. He had no idea what was going on. But he was a good sport. He even let me drive the big rig at his farm.
He did.
Which was not a good idea, I don't think. But we managed it. But these guys won $2,725 for your FFA chapter.
Awesome. Well,
How
thank
awesome
you.
is that?
So good.
And on top of that, we're going to give you one last question,
Okay. All right.
and it's worth $1,000.
Okay.
So we're going to go from $27.25 to $37.25 if you can tell me
Okay.
how many members there are in your FFA chapter.
There are 107 FFA members in our chapter.
Yes, that's right. And you guys just won $3,725 to do with as you please. And it looks like we have a check flying in. Just pulled this out of the air. Congratulations, you guys. Here it is, $3,725.
Awesome.
There we go.
It's one of his dreams to hold a big check. So we're gonna let him hold it. All right, great job, you guys. Way to go. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Woo! What do you think this will go towards?
We've got a couple big projects. We'd like to get a greenhouse started. We've got
Right.
a couple other major projects that we're working on. So
Awesome.
we will use it for our chapter activities too. So
Awesome,
thank
fantastic,
you.
you guys. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing and good luck to you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, that's it for this episode of Money Grab in the Cab. Stay tuned when we surprise another farmer and FFA chapter. It might be yours.